tell a story. Don't ask me what you know is true. Don't have to tell you I love your precious heart. I was standing, you were there. Two worlds collided, and they could never, never, never tear us apart. We could live for 1,000 years, but if I hurt you, I may wine from your tears. I was standing, you were there. Two worlds collided, and they could never, never, never tear us apart. I told you, and we could fly, 'cause we all have wings, but some of us don't know why. I was standing, oh, you were there. Two worlds collided, and they could never tear us apart. I was standing, you were there. Two worlds collided, and they could never tear us apart. I was standing, you were there. Two worlds collided, and they could never, never, never tear us apart.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I was just gonna play that song and then just leave it there, just leave. But if you've never heard that before, that is the soul version of In Excess's "Never Tear Us Apart." I don't even know where I found it. I found it on YouTube somewhere, and I think I don't even know if it came out on an album or anything. And I don't know, Facebook's probably gonna flag me or ban me or something for that. I don't care. What's up, everybody? To all my night owls out there, or some of you might be in the UK. How are you, Shanny? What's up? Good morning. Good morning in Colorado. Hope everything's going good there. Uh, I look forward to the time that we can see you again. It's been far too long, my friend. Lucian Dillon, love from the UK. All right, where it is currently 7:53 in the morning. Lucian, what are you doing up so morning? What are you doing up so early? Anyways, uh, Daryl Lee. Me and Daryl actually met on a very early video conferencing program way back in what I want to was it 98? 90 no, not that late. It was 96, maybe 96. But Daryl, you were wondering like how am I getting all these fancy ass scrolls and everything? This is a program called StreamYard. It is extremely easy to use. It is completely amazing. I bought completely into this although I didn't have to buy into this. My friend Steve James, who runs the Washington State SummerCon, was like, "Hey, let me pay for like 2 months of the StreamYard service." I'm like, "No, man, you don't have to do that." And he's like, "No, no, no, let me pay for 2 months," and he ended up paying for a whole year. So I got to give him a big shout out. This is not professional. It is professional and that it looks professional. But it's for everybody. Um, there are two dudes. I think they're Canadian, and they were like, "Well, we want to simplify live streaming. We think live streaming is too hard for the average user. We want to simplify it and add a whole bunch of cool features in it." So they definitely did. So they're scrolling and throw up banners, and then what I really like is the interactivity here. Um, so Hussein, what's up? Hussein is all the way from Turkey. Hello, my friend. How are you? I don't know how to say hello in Turkish. I will learn for you though. Good morning, everybody. Um, Junior Daddy, what mic are you using? This is the amazing Shure 55SH, aka the Elvis mic. This is the one that Elvis used back in the day. And then I pulled up. I started doing researching history of Shure microphones, and these microphones in particular. And I found out that Frank Sinatra used these. I think Billie Holiday used these. I even found a picture of Bruce Lee using one of these. So I figure Hank Williams Jr. used one of these. So I figured good enough for them, good enough for me. So Madam Zet, what's up? Stuck in Midtown Atlanta, a little martinied up. A little. I think you're probably a lot martinied up. I miss you. I miss you so much. When I met says Suzette at the Claremont Lounge, my favorite place in Atlanta, Georgia, and it's kind of like my second home. It's my the center of my universe, and Suzette is always there. And I only go if she. I think I only go. I only want to go if she's there, really. So we have a lot of fun. I look forward to the day that I buy you a Stoli orange, my friend, and we eat crazy barbecue outside. Um, I hope you're doing okay. I know, yeah, with the Claremont is they stuck to they stuck around to the bitter end, and I admire that. And I it pains me that they're not open right now. And I think the big joke was like if you survive the Claremont Lounge, you could survive any wussy coronavirus, which is pretty cool. Um, which I've been there, so I've been there many times. So I should be immune by now. So the Fat Jedi, did you guys find the pirate and how's the stash handling quarantine? I'll answer the second part first. The store is shut down. Mike has been going in every day. I think he's still doing mail orders, and for any he's been pulling comics for people. If you if you want to call the store, you can. I'll throw up the number here. Um, uh, you can call this number and buy comics still, and Mike will mail them to you. And that's how you can support them for now. Because thankfully the mail is still going. I'm trying to talk and type at the same time. It's tough because I'm trying to spell everything. But give Mike a call tomorrow. He'll 050 732 758 0508. Yeah, he's still sending out orders, so that's how you can support them. Bob Corbeil, weren't we just talking? Ming, what's up? What's up, Bob? Chris, hey Ming, hope you and the guys are doing well. So far so good. So wait, I didn't answer the second part of that question. Or so the stash is holding up. Obviously, we need traffic and we need people to come in, but that's pretty much shut down for everybody. Did you guys find the pirate? Meaning, so we got a letter in the mail. I think 2 or 3 days ago. It was a cease and desist letter from Comcast, who runs our internet there. Somebody got caught at the store BitTorrenting uh, a season 7 episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and no one has owned up to who did it. So we're still trying to track down the culprit. It definitely wasn't me. I was not. I had not been in the store that whole week. So And I don't watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I watch it on Hulu or something. I don't have to BitTorrent it. So that leaves a couple suspects, and we're still trying to catch the culprit. And there's evidence against a couple of guys who work there, but no definitive answers. So yes, Kirill Sukov. It's a wonderful morning in Moscow, Russia, and I finally get to catch one of the live streams. This is cool. You're in Moscow. That's awesome. Hello, Kirill. Thank you for joining us from Moscow. I would love to visit Moscow one day. I wonder if they have a Comic Con there, and then if they do, I wonder if they would invite me. That would be really awesome. I'll get there soon. I would really love to see Moscow though. What video games are you currently playing, if any, and what's your console preference? Caden with Death Wish Coffee here. What's up, Caden? I have so much Death Wish coffee here. It's not even funny. So I grabbed. So we get K cups and bags sent to the podcast studio. I've left most of them there, but before all this went down, I grabbed a whole bunch so I would have it here. So I have whole bean, and I yeah, it's been keeping me sane. I've been drinking so much coffee since the quarantine, and most of it, I would say 90% of it, has been Death Wish coffee. So thank you guys so much. I was gonna ask Jeff if you guys are still able to roast and still do mail order, and if so, I wanna definitely want to support you guys. So I think I should shoot some kind of wacky commercial or something. I literally have enough beans and K cups to swim in like Uncle Scrooge McDuck. Um so everyone's playing Animal Crossing on the Switch, which I have not grabbed yet. So I have actually I have most of the consoles. The problem is I don't really have them because my son Harrison, who is 12, has taken all of them, and I got to get them back. So there's an Xbox One up in his room, PlayStation 4, and there's a Switch. I have an NES Classic right here. That's what I'm left with. So um, I've been known to jump into Fortnite here and there, as Jason Mewes makes it looks like so much fun, but I'm terrible at it. So um, but I am gonna grab. I think I'm gonna grab MLB The Show 2020 because I'm starving for baseball, and that's the only way we're gonna get it. So it's crazy. Dan, isn't it 4 a.m. where you are? 4:02 a.m., my friend. 4:02 a.m. Although you wrote this message 5 minutes ago, so you had beaten me. But let's go. Heather Lecky, good morning. Good morning, Heather. How are you? Where are you watching this from? Thank you very much for for jumping in. Daryl Lee, well, thank you for letting me test my new cheap ass headset. The Corsair and the mic sounds great. Awesome. It's better to have a cheap ass headset than no headset. So Shani, is Death Wish do flavored coffee like chocolate? So I don't think they've ever done a chocolate release. They've got a couple barrel aged versions if you count alcohol as a flavor, which I do. Uh, and they do a pretty great pumpkin flavor around Halloween. So they actually, yeah. So technically they do flavored. I don't know if they have a chocolate. That would be very interesting. I would definitely drink that though, but I don't think they have any like super like over sweetened versions or anything. So, oh, Kirill says yes, we do have Comic Con Russia, and I used to work with them. 180,000 people in attendance over 4 days. Yes, Kirill, if you could ask them if they could use a small statured Asian who is on a prominent comic book based TV show in America, I would love to come out. So that's cool. So you brought out Joel Thompson, Trina Rauer, and Jim Salicrup. These are heavy hitters, my friend. Cool. I will friend you on Facebook, my friend. Kirill, thank you very much. Heather Lucky, Kansas City, 3 a.m. Man, that's awesome. It's also a little saddening. I was supposed to be in Kansas City a week ago for Planet Comic Con, and I had plans, Heather. I had plans. I was going to drink a cocktail at my favorite speakeasy, Manifesto. I was going to get barbecue at 5 barbecue joints. Let's see, Q39, Original Joe's, Jack Stack. Who am I missing? Slabs. And I would probably go to Arthur Bryant's, although that would have been my last place. My first place, usually Original Joe's. I love Q39s as well. I love I loved the Charlie Hustle, the T-shirt company. Man, there's so much. What's that other store with all the cool T-shirts in it? Shoot, my brain is fried. I can't remember. But and there's a dive bar called the Ship that I really love. So, um, yeah. So they've rescheduled, and I should be able to make the new dates. So that is pretty cool. Lucian Dale, I'm craving sports for your sports team. Go Pats. Go Pats. I have another friend who loves the Patriots as well. So his name, well, he loves Tom Brady. I don't know if he necessarily loves the Patriots. So let's round down the sports teams. Go baseball first. Baltimore Orioles. Hockey, New Jersey Devils. Football, Baltimore Ravens. And I don't really have a basketball team. I grew up loving the 89-90 Bad Boys Pistons. But yeah, the NBA has not ever since. I guess ever since Jordan retired for the second time, I haven't really been into basketball. It's been a long time since basketball's really excited me. I could probably get back into it though. So, Nikki Bronco. So Nikki, I guess you keep the sound on your phone, and you got an alert that I went live. I'm sorry. I did I wait? Oh, I woke you up, but you're in Scotland. You're in Scotland. You're it's morning for you. I didn't wake. I mean, I know I woke you up, but what pods should I listen to when I'm out on deliveries tonight? Oh, okay. Um, well, a couple of new episodes of the Ming and Mike show. If you're that bored, I would re-listen to Puck Nuts for sure. The vintage Puck Nuts. I'm also a fan of the ESPN 30 for 30 podcast. I know you love. Oh yeah, you love sport. You're a big Ravens fan. Nikki's a huge Ravens fan. Those you know I'm sure you've heard of the 30 for 30 documentaries, but they have a podcast as well, and it's pretty amazing. My favorite one is probably about the origin of the Yankee Sucks t-shirts. That's a pretty good one. I think that's their very first episode. So check that one out. So Ramsey up later early, late. I have not been to bed yet. I don't really sleep. So here we go. Caden. Deathwish Coffee does do seasonal blends, Shani. Chocolate rum ball around Christmas, cauldron aged pumpkin during Halloween, Irish whiskey cream around St. Patrick's Day, and yeah, deathwishcoffee.com for sure. Check them out, buy them out. They not only do they have great coffee, they have some great merchandise as well. They're my merchandise inspiration. Like if they see something cool that they can throw a Death Wish logo on it, they'll do it. And no and like cost be damned, they'll do it just so they can get in the hands of people because it's cool. So they have the Deneen pottery mugs, which are very popular, famous, and some of them are worth a ton of money. But they have pins. I got a Death Witch denim jacket once, which is pretty cool. They have some good stuff, man. So check out deathwishcoffee.com for sure. Heather Leckie grew up in Minnesota. So I'm a Vikings and Twins fan. That's cool. I got to go to the Twins. Took her the tour of Target Field this past summer when I was up there for. I was on my way to Rochester for Nerdin' Out Con, and got a tour of Target Field. I love Minnesota and that crazy hamburger with the cheese melted inside of it. Um, is it called the Juicy Lucy? I think it is. It's great. It's great hamburger. So great. Leo Wolf, Death Wish. We live on it. So do I, my friend. Death Wish for life. So, Dan, which shows have you been watching in quarantine? Well, not Brooklyn Nine Nines. I haven't been pirating that. I'm gonna start up Tiger King this weekend. I haven't watched it yet. Usually when people start slobbering all over a show, I wait a little bit until I hop in. I haven't been watching many shows. I've been watching a lot of old movies. So actually, I was just watching season 3 of Man in the High Castle, but I've been watching old movies like The Running Man or a little Arnold Schwarzenegger. I um I just watched the Wizard with Fred Savage. Watched Pump Up the Volume with Christian Slater. So I've been going through all old '80s movies, but I gotta get down to some new stuff. I'm way behind. I am way behind everything. So, um, yeah. What's up? All right, Bob Corbeil. You can only play 3 video games on any console for the rest of your life. Which ones do you pick? Oh man, that is a tough question. That is a hard question. I'll go old school first. We go NES. Probably RC Pro Am, which is one of my favorite 8-bit NES games. Either that or Super Dodgeball. Although, so am I by myself? Am I locked in a desert island? Because I would not need someone to play. I would need someone to play with. I might go N64 GoldenEye, maybe. I don't know. And then I would go probably Star Wars Battlefront, the newest Battlefront on the PlayStation, which I really fell in love with for a while. I mean, it's a pretty good first-person shooter. Or PlayStation, original PlayStation. I might go Final Fantasy VII, which I hope they'll finally come out that freaking remake. Hopefully, the engineers are working on it. Like, what else do they have to do, right? So, um, yeah. Chris, go old school and watch all 80s cartoons. G.I. Joe, Thundercats, He-Man, Mask, Visionaries. Man, I'm missing so many 80s cartoons. Mr. T. Anyone remember the Mr. T cartoon? Super Friends. There was a Pac-Man cartoon. Yeah, for sure. Heather's been watching old Lost Girl. It's funny you bring up Lost Girl. Let me see if you know this guy. I just talked to him this morning. Um, see if that shows up. That's a picture of me. I'm video chatting with Paul Amos, who was in Lost Girl. Um, we he's cooking something up that he wants me involved in, and should be fun. Stay tuned, everybody. Shani watch Boys in the Hood a few nights back. John Singleton, and that's a great movie. Doughboy, that's a cool, great movie. And then if you want to follow it up, check out Menace to Society for sure. And then Judgment Night, and all the movies from that era were really good, man. But Boys in the Hood was pretty superior. I love it. Daniel R. Chavez. Oh, Caden Teller, Fred Savage. Yes, you need the Princess Bride and grab the Wizard. I think the Wizard used to come on a 2-pack DVD. It was the Wizard and a movie called Cloak and Dagger with Henry Thomas and Dabney Coleman. That's a role playing slash video game based movie as well, which is underappreciated '80s classic for sure. Daniel R. Chavez, love you, Ming. Love you too, my friend. Yeah, thanks for hopping on with me, guys. If you're just waking up, if you can't sleep, if you don't even know what day it is, thank you for joining. Unknown, is that your username or what time is it for you? I should throw a clock up behind me or something. It's 4:12 in the morning, everybody. Ramsey, independent developers remaking GoldenEye for the 20th anniversary in 2022 on the Unreal. Dude, that'd be awesome. Can you imagine like 100-player multiplayer GoldenEye? That that would be awesome. You know, like a bunch of odd jobs running around. That would be amazing. I That would be like the game of the century, my friend, if that happened. I love it. I love it. Sean Andrews, greetings from Australia. Good hello, my friend. Good day. Sean, I think I have a jar of Vegemite over here. I'm not gonna eat it, but I actually do eat it though. But I'm not gonna eat it right now. I'm not really craving I'm not craving Vegemite right now. The Fat Jedi, I've been binging the classic Universal Monsters movies of the 30s and 40s. Walt Flanagan and I got into an argument about the Universal Monster movies. He loves them, obviously. He loves Wolfman, Dracula, Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, Creature from the Black Lagoon. I argued that they were slow and nothing really happened. But I'm more of a like Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street kind of kind of horror guy. Although those are monster movies, they're not really horror movies. So I mean, I was just busting his balls. I like them too, but I've never seen anyone love those Universal monsters more than Walt Flanagan. So Crazy Jay, what's up? Love from Chicago. I was just talking to a friend about how much I love the city of Chicago. I It pains me to hear that everything's shut down there. Hopefully, is Portillo still doing takeout? Hopefully, people can support them. Or Al's Beef, are they doing takeout? I have so much fun every time I go to Chicago. It's not even funny, and I'm looking forward to being back there soon. Like hopefully sooner than later. So, Lucia, have you played Red Dead 2? No, I'm gonna grab that. I know I'm like 2 years late, but yeah, I want to grab that for sure. You know what? That's a great idea. I'm gonna grab one of the consoles from my kids' hands, grab some Red Dead, and play it for sure. So, Um, Kirill Sukov from Moscow. Mrs. and I discovered this amazing Japanese show called Neko Samurai. Cat Samurai read a Ronin. Befriends a cat. Funny and sweet. Starts a main bad guy from Godzilla Final Wars. That sounds awesome. Um, and the only reason I know that Neko means cat is that game Neko Atsuni. That's the only that's the only reason I know. So Tim Bradish live down. Tim lives in downtown Chicago. You can still get Portillo's. All right. I hopefully you're able to keep them going. I would buy 100 Chicago dogs right now if I could. Some pizzas. You know what I've never had, but my friend Peter Shinkota had. We went there, and I was like, "Hey," he's like, "Well, what do I get here?" I was like, they got everything here. Usually, I get the hot dog, and he looked at like, "Oh man, I'm gonna get the spaghetti." He was really entranced that the Portillo spaghetti was only like $6. He's like, "Dude, this would be like $15 in LA." He was really, really excited about it. So it it's he cracks me up, that dude. Peter Shikona, he played Nobu in the Daredevil TV show. Really, really cool dude. Actually, he's been in a ton of stuff. So he's one of the hardest working Asian actors out there, and I love and miss that guy. Ben Elmore, good morning, Ming. Good morning. I've been seeing your face all over the internet today, my friend. So I love it. I love it. Dan, any plans for 10th anniversary Not So Super Bowl? No, I think I've retired from the Not So Super Bowl, my friend. It is yeah, no problem. Ramsey, you gotta head south when they make it to Louisiana. We did come there. We all drove down there to New Orleans, my friend, to shoot one day on James and Bob reboot. That was fun. And then I went back to New Orleans in November um for a Comic Con that was there, Big Easy Con. That was fun, man. I got there. I flew in on Halloween, and I stayed until the third, I think, and I had a really, really, really great time. New Orleans is the best, man. So much fun. Unknown, aka Hunter. At least just Last of Us if you haven't played that. A zombie apocalypse horror game. Very fitting for these times. Um, yeah, hopefully we don't all get zombified. But if we do, I'll play Last of Us, and then I'll know what to do, which is pretty awesome. Alec, come join me and my buddy in Call of Duty Warzone, good sir. I I'm so bad at first person shooters. I can't aim. I think I'm just too old. I used to be pretty good at Doom and Quake though, and then I don't know what happened. I think I just got I think I just got old. My reflexes got just old and confused, and I can't aim, and I can't shoot. I can't shoot these 10-year-olds in the head. It stings. So Ben is playing Days Gone, also appropriate. Yeah. So hopefully you guys are surviving in all this. I am doing all right. Thank you. I love being able to live stream with all of you. So that part is pretty cool. Um, and then I got ice cream, I got toilet paper, I got beer, I got liquor. Um, yeah, I think I got to look in the fridge. I might have some pizza rolls. What more do you need, my friends? So, Creel, you have an Xbox One or PS4? I have both, but they're both in the custody of my 12-year-old son Harrison. So he's asleep right now. I should go up right now and just take them. I'm like, I'll take that. So Sean, Nikki Bronco's got her old Nintendo 64 hooked up. Yeah, Nikki, which games do you have for it? GoldenEye, Mario Kart are definitely classic. Star Fox was really good. Um, Mario Party. I'm trying to remember the other great Nintendo 64 games. There are a lot of them. So, Sean Andrews, Vegemite is terrible. Promite is where it's at. I've never heard of Promite. I'm gonna have to Amazon that. And if it is indeed as good as you say it is, I will eat it. Yeah, for some I'm there. Oh, here it is. Promite spread. All right, this looks pretty good. It looks is it? It looks the same as Vegemite though. But if you say it's better, then I'll take your word for it. Um, it's cool. Sarah Floyd says ice cream pizza rolls. That's a great idea. I just knocked myself out of focus now. All right, I'm back. There. All right, that's a little better. So Ramsey, do a barrel roll, like spin around like a barrel roll, like in Top Gun. Shani, I think you're doing this helps me stay awake at work. Oh, you're at the Coors Brewery. That's cool that you're able to watch live streams there. That's good that Coors is still able to brew. That's cool. Well, when I don't want to get too messed up, I'll drink a Coors Light for sure. Um, but that Coors Banquet beer in the little brown bottle, that's where it's at, man. So that's where it's at. Krill 3, I'll be able to join you on Red Dead Redemption 2 on Xbox. If you pick it up, yes, I'll grab one on Xbox. That way, you don't have to play it. Don't buy another copy on PlayStation 4. It's cool. You don't have to do that. So, all right. I think I should probably go to bed. I don't know why though. I don't have to. What do I have to be up for? Saturday is tomorrow. Saturday. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But it's great seeing you guys from all over the world. But Tim Bradish, what is your favorite podcasting moment? Did you ask this yesterday and did you leave before I answered it? I had two moments. One was when me and Mike got to podcast with George Takei from Star Trek. That was in 2013. And then we got to podcast with Paulina Portskova, the supermodel. She was awesome. Those were two that come to mind. I mean, anything I do, anything wacky with Tell 'em Steve Dave. That's always memorable. There was one where Walt called me in and he started yelling at me because I befriended the postal employee that he developed a hatred for, and I thought that was pretty funny because she always treated me well. I always got my packages delivered, so I don't know what his problem is. But Tim also always asks, "What's your favorite coffee?" Death Wish Coffee, my friend. Live it, love it, buy it, drink it. That's why I'm up so late. I can't. It keeps me up when I need to keep up. So, yeah, no problem, Tim. I know you left. Yeah, Paul. Anytime you get to podcast with celebrities is fun. I got to recently podcasted at a brewery at a beer launch party with Ross Marquand, who played the Red Skull in Infinity War and Endgame. That was pretty cool. So, yeah. All right, Channy, I am making it my goal to come back to Denver. We will go get a drink at a place called Linger, and then we can go and get ice cream at the big ice cream thing next door. That was pretty good. And we'll go eat some oysters and buy some edibles. That'll be fun. All right, thank you for joining me, guys. I'm gonna get some sleep, and chances are we'll be back. If I think the beginning of the week I was streaming last week. I was playing something called Jackbox TV. It's a game. It's a bunch of simple games. I'm gonna start that up this week. So if you guys tune in, we can play some games, and who knows where else these streams will go. So we'll invite people on here. We'll have some guests and stuff. So all right, I'll talk to you guys soon. I love you all. Please get some rest. Stay safe, everybody, and I'll talk to you soon.